A newly introduced Nebraska legislative bill aims to add spinal muscular atrophy to the list of screenings for all Nebraska newborns. I had the chance to speak to a brave 7-year-old about exactly what the disease is and how early screening can be life-changing.
Bubble gum.
Ollie Perry is focused.
I barely notice I have them on.
He's training harder than ever to strengthen his body.
3,
Okay, really push into your feet, okay?
4,
With physical therapy.
9, 10, 11, 12. So my legs stay the same and they don't get weaker.
Most 7-year-olds don't necessarily think about their legs getting weaker.
Going to a birthday party at a bounce house. Well, parents are like, yes, a bounce house, let's go play. That's like my nightmare. You know, how do you tell your kid he can't?
Ollie is diagnosed with type 2 spinal muscular atrophy, or SMA.
I tell most people, think about spinal muscular atrophy as the ALS in children.
In some cases of SMA, it's hard for patients to eat, sit, or even breathe on their own. Ollie can do all of that, even though doctors have told him he'll never be able to walk again. But his lungs and his legs
This stuff is easy.
I know.
are getting stronger every day.
High fives.
For newborns, a new gene replacement shows promising results. It's being looked at as a cure. As of right now in Nebraska, SMA is not part of the newborn screening process. But that's because previously there was no cure.
We can take care of it so that they can live a normal life and they'll ever know that they ever had the SMA to begin with.
State Senator Robert Hilkeman introduced a bill last week to the legislature that would add SMA to the newborn screening panel, along with the 32 other core conditions that newborns are tested for.
So we cannot waste a single day. If you have early diagnosis and early treatment is very critical for these patients.
It would mean kids like Ollie would have the chance to walk and play.
Way to go, buddy.
Thanks.
Nice work.
Even though early detection would benefit newborns the most, Ollie is never giving up.
If you don't think you can do it, try it anyway. It's always better to try it than never do it.
Some wise words. The bill still has to go through the legislative process, but if it passes, spinal muscular atrophy could be added to the list of screenings by July of this year.